hope you all are enjoying your good health and doing well in your studies. So let's begin the last module of this chapter, the French Revolution in History, by covering following topics. Before going to begin with the new topic in this module, let us recall what we covered in the previous two modules. In previous module, we begin with the storming of Bastille on 14 July 1789, which was the sparking reason behind the French Revolution. Thereafter, we come to know about the State Assembly meeting where third estate people walk out and reassemble in the indoor tennis court on 20th June 1789, and there they declared themselves as a National Assembly. After framing and drafting of Constitution in year 1791, France was declared as a constitutional monarchy. Now, the rights and rules were being given to enjoy for the common people. Thereafter, we have seen that how French became the Republic. Now, in this module, we are going to cover starting from the topic how French abolished monarchy and became Republic. Thereafter, the role of popular club, which is called as the Jacobin Club, and its leader Maximilien Robespierre, we will see. The same time period of the Maximilien Robespierre is considered as the Reign of Terror, and which was the duration of 1 year around 1793 to 94. Thereafter, we will cover the role of women in the revolution in France. And at the end, we will end up with the abolition of slavery, which was practiced by other countries in France. So let's begin with these topics. First keyword is Romanticism. Romanticism means a movement which promotes the feeling or the emotion towards the cultural heritage of a nation. Next word is Ethnic. Its meaning is a common culture and origin of any community. Another word is Allegory. Allegory is a personification of any symbol or an abstract idea. Ottoman Empire. The Turkish Empire, ruled by Khalifa, is called Ottoman Empire. Now let us begin the first topic, that is how France abolished monarchy and became Republic. So as we all know, since from year 1789, when the storming of Bastille took place, since from that time period, lot of development was taking place in the France, as well as the neighboring country of France. They were getting scared of after seeing all these development and revolutionary actions of the people. Now, soon after year 1789, in year 1791, in France, a great event took place where third estate people, they declared themselves as National Assembly. And in year 1792, they drafted the Constitution, as well as in the same year they declared a war against Austria and Prussia. This year, when war was taking place, French people, they played very important role, including men, women and children. They all became volunteer and they participated in the war. Now, same year when the war was going on, people of France from the third estate, they started criticizing the policies of the government, and they used to do all these things under their secret clubs or their groups. So in this way, a very popular secret club arose and its name was Jacobin Club. So let us see now its role. France abolished monarchy and became republic. Although Louis XVI had signed the constitution, the situation in France continued to be tense during the following years. Louis XVI entered into secret negotiation with King of Persia. Rulers of other neighboring countries were worried by the development in France and mode of plan to send troops to put down the event that had taken place since summer of 1789.
Before this could happen, National Assembly voted in April 1792 to declare a war against Prussia and Austria. Thousands of volunteers throned from province to join the army. They saw as a war of people against kings and aristocracies all over Europe. Marseillaise, composed by poet Roger de Lisle, was sung for the time by volunteers from Marseilles as they marched into Paris. Marseillaise is now the national anthem of France.
Now let's have a look upon Jacobin Club. So this was the most popular club during the time of war in year 1792. When people started criticizing the present government of France, they used to talk all these matter in their secret clubs, and one of them was very popular and its name was Jacobin Club. And who were the members? Now the question comes that who were the members in the Jacobin Club? All the common people who were less prosperous, less wealthy. These were the members of Jacobin Club, including, we can say, artists, painters, teachers, so on. So members of Jacobin Club were these. Now who is the leader of this Jacobin Club? Leader of the Jacobin Club was Maximilien Robespierre. So this is very important for your MCQ and other competitive exams. So for the Jacobin Club, the leader was Maximilien Robespierre, and this club became very popular. Why this became very popular? Because they decided a dress code where they started using striped trouser and red cap, which is quite similar to the people, those who used to work in the dockyard, and it resembles that they also have the classical uniform or dress code like nobles and clergies. In this way, this Jacobin Club played a very important role. People started discussing about the matter as well as the strategies against the present government.
The Jacobin Club. Robespierre first entered the revolution as a deputy for the 3rd State General of 1789 at the age of 29. He was elected to the National Assembly but could not stand in the Legislative Assembly due to his own self-denying audience. Though originally elected from the province, Robespierre became a major figure in the Jacobin Club, perhaps the most prominent non-governmental political group of French Revolution. The Jacobins became the voice of Republican and the Paris of sections and came to seen as a political expression of the Sans-Culottes. Political club. Political clubs became an important rallying point of people who wished to discuss the government policies and plans their own forms of action. The most powerful of these clubs was that of Jacobin, which got its name from former convent of Saint Jacob in Paris. Women too had been active throughout this period and formed their own club. Sans-Culottes refers to the Jacobins as a clutter, literally meaning those without knee breeches. Sans-Culottes men wore addition a red cap that symbolizes liberty. Women, however, were not allowed to do so. The creation of Constitution and Declaration of Man Rights, King Louis XVI changed himself. However, later on we will come to see that he had plans of his own. The people of France were happy as the National Assembly succeeded in making of France as a constitutional monarchy. But King Louis XVI was not happy, so he decided to launch a campaign against National Assembly with the help of Austria. As we know, Queen Maria Antoinette was from Austrian royal family. King Louis XVI was sure if they would reach to Austria, they will be safe. Hence, King Louis XVI and his family headed towards Austria. Unfortunately, revolutionists came to know about this plan. The king and queen were caught in the border of France before they could enter Austria. They were brought back to Paris. Now, people of France lost faith upon this royal family. National Assembly decided to declare a war against Austria. Lots of volunteers joined from the neighboring region. Patriotic songs such as Marseillaise were sung. Now, this Marseillaise is the national anthem of France. It was about that time when Maximilien Robespierre came into forefront of the revolution. As a lawyer by profession, he was a strong orator as well. He was the head of Jacobin Club. The Jacobin included the members from the less prosperous class. They considered themselves differently. Jacobin were also called sans-culottes, which means those without knee breeches. They wore long striped trousers similar to dock workers and wore red cap which symbolizes liberty. Meanwhile, war was going on with Austria. Prussia too entered with Austria. The expenses of war raised the price of foods again into the high price and the shortage of food arose. On August 10, 1792, thousands of people stormed in the palace where King Louis XVI and his family was staying. All the guards were killed, but King Louis XVI somehow managed to escape. The National Assembly stripped all his power and imprisoned him and his family. On September 21st, 1792, France was declared as Republic.
Now let us discuss another time period in the history of France which is considered as the Reign of Terror, and it is the turbulent time period in the history of France. So let us see what is that. So our next topic is Reign of Terror, and this time period was between 1793 to 94 in France. So let us see what was there in this time period. So as we all know, Maximilien Robespierre's Jacobin Club was getting popularity in the France and people were supporting to this club. In this way, Maximilien Robespierre he decided to introduce his certain policies. Decided certain policies where if anyone who did not follow his policy were severely punished. And the way of punishment was very terrific. So let us see how. He introduced a device which is called guillotine. And what is guillotine now? Let us see. So guillotine is a kind of device which is placed in between the two standing poles. A sharp edge blade is used to be kept. Now here the person whosoever is guilty or culprit were being beheaded over here. So this is the kind of device which was first time introduced by Robespierre. Due to this device, people got scared. The way of punishment was so scary. In front of the people, this device used to be kept, and then the punished people or the guilty people is being given punishment. So that's why this time period was referred as a Reign of Terror in the history of France. Now who introduced this guillotine in the France? For that we must answer Maximilien Robespierre. And now here who invented this device? He was Dr. Guillotine. So Dr. Guillotine invented this device. Now with the time period of this Robespierre, when Reign of Terror was going on, at the same time the women clubs and women rights were also being suppressed by Robespierre. So women also started moving with their great protest for their rights and respects and dignity, but they did not get success at that time period. But later on in years 1946, finally in France, women got the right to vote.
Reign of Terror, the time period between 1793 to 94. Jacobins' leader Robespierre gained control and power. In July 1793, he became virtual dictator of France. He used the Committee of Public Safety to try and execute enemies of the state. Many people died, most by the guillotine, including Maria Antoinette. An estimated 40,000 people were executed during the Reign of Terror. Members of National Assembly began to fear of their own lives and turned on Robespierre and had him executed on 28 July 1794, ending the time period of Reign of Terror. Let's know what was guillotine. Guillotine is a device consist of two poles and a blade with which a person is beheaded. It was named after Dr. Guillotin, who invented it. Louis XVI flees. Many supporters of King felt France unsafe and fled the country. In June 1791, fearing of his life, King Louis XVI and his family tried to escape to the Austrian Netherlands. They were recognized and brought back Paris under guard. As a result, National Convention abolished monarchy on September 21, 1792 and declared as republic. Where adult male could vote and serve offices, Louis was reduced to the citizen and prisoner. Jacobin forced Louis to be tried for the treason, found him guilty and sentenced him to death. January 21, 1793, King Louis XVI was executed by guillotine. End of terror. Finally, July 1794, the member of National Convention, they feared for their life and turned on Robespierre. Hence, he was beheaded on 28 July 1794. End of terror. July 1794, member of National Convention feared for their life and turned on Robespierre. He was beheaded on July 28, 1794 with the same device which was introduced by him, that is guillotine. Public opinion shifted to the right and 1795 moderate leader drafted a new constitution where new government appointed Napoleon to command the French army.
Now the last and very interesting topic is abolition of slavery. So let us see how in France slavery was ended up. So abolition of slavery. So this took place in year 1794. This effort was taken by Maximilien Robespierre. It means Maximilien Robespierre ended slavery in France. So as we all know, the slave trade was very popular in 3 countries. These were Europe, Africa and America. So this slave trade, which was among 3 countries, this was called as triangular slave trade. Triangular slave trade, which was very popular in France. And in most of the colonies of the France, this slave trade was getting popularity. So Maximilien Robespierre, he took initiation and he abolished the slave trade, and as he wanted to get the freedom for the common people, and that's why he put this effort toward this area. Now in year 1794 he totally abolished, but soon after 10 years Napoleon, he introduced the slave trade once again in France. That we will see the time period when Napoleon, he crowned himself as a emperor.
Triangular slave trade. The colonies in the Caribbean, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Saint Domingo were important suppliers of the commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar, and coffee. The reluctant of Europeans go to and work in the distant and unfamiliar land meant for the shortage of labor on the plantation. So, this was met by triangular slave trade between Europe, Africa, and America. The slave trade began in 17th century. French merchants sailed from port of Bordeaux to Nantes to the African coast where they bought slaves for the local chieftains. Branded and shackled, the slaves were packed tightly into the ship for the 3-month-long voyage across the Atlantic to the Caribbean Sea. There they were sold to the plantation owner. The exploitation of slave labor made it possible to meet the growing demand of European market for the sugar, coffee, and indigo. Port cities like Bordeaux and Nantes owed their economic prosperity to flourish slave trade. The abolition of slavery. One of the most revelatory social reform of the Jacobin Club was abolition of slavery in French colonies. The National Assembly held long debate about whether the right of man should be executed to all French subjects, including those of the colonies. But it did not pass any law, fearing opposition from businessmen whose income depend on the slave trade. Finally, Convention in 1794 legislated to free all the slaves in the France overseas possessions.
Now let us discuss about the climax of the chapter. So in this chapter we come to know that in France, the monarchy was being ended up by the popular communities. These were the Jacobin Club, which raised from the third estate people. And during the time period of Reign of Terror, King Louis XVI was also being guillotined in year 1793. And the device which was introduced by the Maximilien Robespierre in France, he himself was also guillotined in year 1794. Thereafter, we find a kind of instability in the political situation as well as in administrative situation of the France. At the same time, the rising up of Napoleon came, and then we saw that 1804 Napoleon crowned himself as the Emperor of France, and there he declared lot many policies which were under the total development for the France. He introduced the common weight and measuring system. He introduced road and transportation. He abolished totally monarchism as well as feudal system. Serfdom also being ended by him. Thereafter, he introduced certain laws where people can enjoy their freedom and liberty.
The rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. The political instability of the Directory paved way for the rise of military dictator, that is Napoleon Bonaparte. In 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself Emperor of France. He set out conquer neighboring European countries, dispossessing dynastic and creating kingdom where he placed member of his family. Napoleon saw his role as a modernizer of Europe. He introduced many laws such as protection of private property and a uniform system of weight and measure paved by decimal system. Initially, many saw Napoleon as a liberator who would bring freedom for the people. But soon, Napoleon's army came to be viewed everywhere as an invading force. He was finally defeated at Waterloo in 1815. Many of his measures that carried revolutionary idea of liberty and model law to the other part of the Europe had an impact on the people long after Napoleon had left. Therefore, we conclude from the chapter that the idea of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. These spread from France to the rest of the Europe during 19th century, where feudal system were abolished. Colonized people reworked for the idea of freedom from bondage into the movement to create a sovereign nation. Tipu Sultan, Ram Mohan Roy also responded their idea for coming revolutionary France.
So that's all about this chapter, dear children. Hope you have enjoyed and understood all the topics. Soon a revision video of this chapter will be released. Keep on watching. Stay happy. Stay safe.
Now it's time to do some questionnaire. First question is, who among the following reintroduced slavery in France after it's abolished by the Jacobin regime? Louis XVI, Robespierre, Napoleon or Mart? Next question is, the assembly elected 1792 was called Convention, Congress, Congregation or Council. Last question is, in which of the battle was Napoleon finally defeated? Russia, Waterloo, Versailles or Paris? Answer all these questions in comment. Thank you for watching.